Oh, dang. Is the ice good anywhere? Guys, welcome back. So I love ice fishing, been waiting for this for a long time, but before we get out there today, I got a new toy that I want to show you. If you've been watching the channel, you know that I love the underwater fishing videos, and so what I've used over the last year and a half or two is the AquaView HDI, or HD7i. For the viewers at home, one of the more common comments I get is that you guys like the underwater video footage, and so this may be a little bit spendy for your liking, and I get it. I don't love the $1,000 price tag on it, but this one for less than $250. But on Amazon you can find it under FishPro, and I've got the link in the description. Already you can see the size comparison, and in here you get the display. They're both 7 inches. All right, so you can see the difference here in the cable width. That's very thin. Now my only concern with this is that how durable is that versus this big heavy cable. But this is where the weight savings is at. Again, the camera size, camera difference between these two, significant, but we're going to see what kind of video quality that equates to on the side-by-side when we go out and capture some video. There's a bunch of accessories for this as well. It's got a DVR, it's got the SD card that comes with it built right into it. The things that people would care about in a underwater camera is, well, video quality, 1080p, the compactness, how easy it is to carry around. I mean, it can fit all right here into this portable handy case. The weight, this is heavy. This is light. I don't know the pound difference, but this is maybe a couple pounds, if that. This is at least 15. And then, price point. I don't buy the most expensive thing, and I don't buy the cheapest thing either, and so I'm always looking for that right middle ground. For the price point, entry into underwater fishing, underwater camera, it's been super important for not just the utility purpose of looking underneath our pond, seeing the vegetation, locating our leak, all of that, like the entertainment value of the fish. And I think that's what you guys like at home. I love watching it back at home. And the DVR capability. Yeah, you can have a camera, but if it doesn't record it, I love watching the videos back. I'm kind of a nerd like that, but I suspect some of you at home are too. The DVR quality, for me, making videos, it's imperative that you have the DVR capability in your camera. Price point is, it's a quarter of the cost of this whole unit, less than $250 for this DVR unit. There's also non-DVR units that they have for the FishPro. Guys, the ice is calling. Subscribe to the channel if it was helpful, and we will get underwater now. Water keeps peeping up in. I am not on any more than 2 inches of ice. So let's try to see what we can get. I'm gonna hit the OK button. I think that tells it to start recording. See a few fish coming in already. Yeah, guys, we are not on a lot of ice. Well, would you look at that, guys? I mean, I happened to get the camera oriented right at the jig the first time. So from a clarity perspective of this camera, I do like how it's got, I mean, you can mount it to any kind of tripod. I've just got it on a temporary GoPro tripod that it sits up off of the water, so that's like super handy if you're on the go. Wow, the color changes considerably as the sun goes behind the clouds. Here under good sunlight, the picture is pretty clear, I would say. This perch shoots in here after I changed up the jigging cadence. All right, time to find another spot. Okay, that's not good there. Found a spot here on the edge that Still kind of iffy right there, but as soon as I get out there, one good whack doesn't get me water. So, what? If I get out here, what do we got? That looks like good ice. That looks good. That looks better. All right. Okay, camera hole, fishing hole. I got out onto a little bit more ice here. I think we're closer to 3 inches here. It's good solid ice on the back of the dam, right over top of a bunch of sticks. Let's set it in the mud. Make them feel like it's getting away. If you can't get a reaction bite, this bass, oh, he's ready to play. Hola. Oh, there's some more weight on this for sure. Oh, this is fantastic. Fantastic. Just beautiful. Guys, a smallmouth bass on the FishPro underwater camera. Guys, you can check that out. You saw that action. Amazon, go get it. Check the link below. All right, 12, 13. Yeah, it's gonna go about 12 and a half. Let me get him back down in there. And he gone. Praise God. Look at this day. How about that? Found some safe ice. Trying out our new toy. Got fish on the camera. Fish on my line. So good. It's a littler guy. He's a pale one. It's cold down there. So that smallmouth is clearly an offspring of our initial stocking. Yeah, very pale. They're all different patterns. I love it. Little jigs. Ooh, come on. Ooh, didn't like that. Okay guys, which bait would you choose? Leave it in the comments. Rip and wrap, tingler spoon, Rapala jig and wrap, another kind of spoon.
It's almost always the case that the walleyes come in right as the light is getting low in the sky and the video clarity isn't nearly as good. So you can make this walleye out barely. The camera's a little bit further away from the jig, and with as little light as was down there, I was trying to get this walleye to bite. It doesn't, spoiler alert, but this was the video, the last fish I got on camera. Oh, not the last fish. This was the last one. You can make this out. That is a beast of a bluegill. It didn't pay any attention to the jig. Overall, I was impressed with the clarity of the video. In the side-by-side comparison, I would say that the AquaView has slightly better definition here, but not significantly. You be the judge. In real time out on the ice, the FishPro looked really sharp. It's really only when I get back and look at the footage in slow-mo do I see a little bit more fuzz compared to the AquaView, but remember, $250 versus $1,000, there's room for grace. The battery life on the FishPro was great. In 4 hours of fishing, I was still reading 2/3 full on the battery meter. The internal SD card slot with DVR function built in is great. One nitpick I had was that I learned it saves the files in 2-minute videos as .avi files. This is a little older file format and not as compatible with current video editing software, and so I had to convert the files to MP4 to use in post-processing. This is really only an issue if you're trying to create video with it. It just adds a little extra time to your processing. Probably not an issue for many people. The low light clarity of the videos isn't quite as good as the AquaView, but to be honest, the low light quality of any underwater camera isn't great, especially when you're fishing 20 feet deep. So after testing this out and going off of one outing, this camera is pretty good, and for the price point of less than $250 for the DVR option, or $180 if you choose the non-DVR option, for how compact and convenient this camera is to carry around, with the DVR function and battery life, this is worth looking at if you're looking at an entry-level hobby underwater camera. The price point is what makes this camera so attractive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If the FishPro camera piques your interest, you can click the link in the description of the video to learn more about it. I will see you on the next video, and God bless.